So it's that time again. We are a week out from butchering. We bought 55 Cornish cross this time. Same as last time, I guess. And the difference is we did it like 100 last time, or 75 or something. A bigger number. This is 55. And we did a new design on the coop. It's not our design. We got it from a YouTube guy, author named John Suskavich, I think is how you say it. I will type it in the description and link his channel. Way better than the old design because you can actually get in there and stand up. I like it so much better. We did the Joel Salatin one, which was a great idea, especially I don't even know that it was any cheaper. This was just as cheap, but this was easier for us to move, easier to get in and put feeders, hang feeders this time, so much easier. And 55 is actually way more manageable for our family size, and for just how busy we are and how much we can keep up with them. 55 is definitely more manageable. And I would say like 55 birds would do us for a year easy. Oh, we got one over there standing on another bird. I'm gonna have to go get him off. Crazy birds. They are the dumbest birds. They're not smart like our egg layers. I don't know how smart an egg layer is, but it's definitely a different kind of bird. And it is normal to get a scraggler who just isn't as big. The females don't get as big as the males, so you can see like that one right there laying down by that feeder is a male. And he's really good size. You can see his comb and stuff. And then the one actually next to him is a female. You can buy just male or just female, depending on the size meat bird you want. We just do a mix. But it's survival of the fittest in the animal world, and so you just get some down here, like this little guy, or female chicken there. Let me see her. Let's see, I can find a place right there. Yeah, there we go. Who just didn't get to the feed as much as the others. But this is what they do. They eat, drink, and poop. These actually look really good. These are feathered in a lot more than the last batch we did. I'm not exactly sure why, because the last batch we did was it was in the fall. So I would have thought their feathers would have grown in more then because of it being cooler, but they were actually had less feathers on. Look how they just fight over that water down there. We have 2 waterers and 3 feeders. Probably wouldn't definitely not hurt to have a 3rd waterer. But we're nearing the end, so it'll work for now. We just come out several times a day and refill them. Food and water, all they can eat all day, and we take it away for 12 hours, so like around 8 or 9 we'll take it away. And they get it, actually it's empty by then, we just leave it empty. And then we give it back by 8 or 9 in the morning. And they eat all day and the next day. So we just do that once they come out onto grass. Well, actually for their whole life, because even in the brooder we just keep the feed full. So, yep.
Peppers. Dark. What are these called?
Jalapenos.
5. This. What is this called?
10.
10 jalapenos. That's all I can do. I'll do.
Good job. Lots of green
One
color.
pee-pee.
Damn. guys, I've just come outside from canning salsa, and Matt was pretty pumped. We had some overgrown like boxwood shrubs here that I thought, can we take those out and do something different? These chairs are in the way. And he was like, yeah, sure. So we did. We had two others in the front of the house, and we pulled them out because they're just so overgrown. And every year I would spend time pruning them back, like cutting them back, and then it would look better. But I thought, I just want to replace them, you know? I think they're just overgrown. It's actually nice out today, but I look like sweaty. I don't know why. Probably because we were at a soccer game earlier. Anyway, so now my plan is, because I thought about doing like an edible landscaping, but I would like to collect some old windows, do a lean-to greenhouse off the side there, because it will walk right into the backyard, which is where our new raised beds are that we built, the boys and Matt built for me. You can see my squash and zucchini plants look pretty sad. A squash borer, vine borer killed them, but I got plenty of harvest before they were out. So anyway, that's kind of what we're thinking there, and I think it will be really, really, really cool. So backyard is looking good. This was all landscape that we ripped out, and the weeds have just grown in this summer. That's left over from butchering chickens. That's our ice water bin. My dahlias are blooming again. They're so pretty. So pretty. So this right here, let me back out a little bit. We have plans to do an outdoor along the brick, and then like an L shape coming out here, outdoor kitchen, because we have this grass will be filled in with little bitty tiny rock, and flagstone. So we're making like a patio, and we'll have a dining table there, and this is a bench to it, and then we'll have chairs on the other side. So we're wanting to make the outdoor, since we made this grass area, it just never drained water really well, and so this has helped it a lot, putting these gardens in. Plus we needed more growing space, and Matt and the boys dug a drain, a French drain under here, and tied it into the drain of the house, which then goes down this corner into a pond back behind Maddox on the tractor. So it's a work in progress, and it's looking kind of sloppy, but isn't all construction sites. Ugly before they're pretty kind of thing, but this turned out really nice. I loved gardening in a raised bed. I would say for efficient mass production, you can't beat rows in the ground. However, this was motivating, easy maintenance. We have irrigation in it. It was just such a pleasure. And so this is just a pretty pleasurable place to grow. And that cottage bed, we call it, was completely tomatoes and peppers. So I was able to just focus on two main producers that we put up for the year there. And then we've already harvested potatoes there. We now have green beans. We have sweet potatoes, in that bed next to it. Cucumbers on the trellis. We've done cabbages and spinach and cauliflower in that bed. And then for the spring, then we had our summer squash there for the summer. We had onions here in the spring. Now we left it with the summer because I let them stay in longer. This is now going to be the beets and radishes and cabbage bed for this fall. This is just herbs and flowers right in this little two-step that has the bench seating on the back there. Maddox built that one for me, but Peyton and Matt built the bulk of these, and Maddox helped here and there, and so did Colin. So yeah, but this is our dream. We just love being outdoors, and you know, we really enjoy the land out here in our home. We're just kind of homebodies, but we love to have people and host. So we just love the fall and early spring. And honestly, even winters that are mild, we would be out here. Like, I would love to put like a round fire pit there, just scooch the table or something like that. In colder months, have it out here in the spring for dinner. We eat outside. We'll bring our dinners outside quite a bit. We used to sit around the pool at that table and eat when it's nice. If it's too hot, we don't. But anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna have like countertop, maybe a little sink hooked to the hose, Nothing super fancy, kind of a rustic Sicilian or English cottage garden feel, kind of meshing the two vibes there. And then Matt wants to put a brick oven because it's always been his dream to have a brick oven. Make some pizzas out here. So it's really exciting when you have these plans and you're making the work, and it's hard. The boys camped last night. It got down to like 61 last night. It was really nice, but rare for August. But you make these plans and you start them out, and then you're kind of like, oh man, am I just making a mess of things? And this week here. Hazel. And then you finally start seeing it come together, and it just looks so beautiful. So I'm super excited. That is one of our apple trees that is our biggest producer too. So Alex is also getting heavy equipment training right now. He and Matt have been loving this new tractor, and it's such a blessing to have. The back-breaking days of doing all this stuff by hand, and hooked up a train and pulled out, let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 large shrubs. Like, I'm talking 6 foot tall and 4 or 5 feet wide. It was insane how overgrown they were. They just get old. They've been here for over maybe close to 30 years. So we'd like to fill this in with pavers. And yeah, do a little lean-to greenhouse. It won't be very big, but it will be nice. Currently I grow in our dining room or in the sunroom there, and so it'll just be nice to have this spring and fall to start seeds in and to house gardening things. So yeah, I'm excited. Back to canning.